Hey everybody. I know it's been a while. Work's crazy, kids great, getting big. Gonna play a little MTGO tonight, little MTGO, little Magic Online. Hate the program. It's not user friendly, but I don't get to play this game very much anymore. I used to play a lot live, used to play in the tournament circuit, and so I decided, well, let's try playing online and see how things go, and allows me still to play and have some fun. Brew a little bit with some decks. I'm going to be playing a little Esper Control or Esper Planeswalkers today. I have three decks currently built. This one, Blue by Control, let's just not talk about that one. The main one I've been working on is the Esper Control deck. No, there is zero Gear Hulks in this deck. I did that on purpose, one for financial reasons, the other because I just think that too many control decks rely on the card. It is a great card, don't get me wrong. Um, but everything revolves around getting that card to resolve. This deck does not rely on that. It runs Jace and Sorin, Metallurgic Summonings, Kefnet, the Mindful, possible win conditions. In the main board, I do run one called the Bloodlines. Um, Basically, what this card allows me to do in bad matchups, game one, control and control matchups, things of that nature, I can pitch cards that are no good. Mono red fast aggro matchups, I can pitch the counter spells that I'm just never going to get to. They're just not going to be any good. They're just going to get me killed, and turn them into 1/1s with lifelink to help block and disrupt what they're trying to do. Sorry if you can hear the fan behind me. It is very warm here in Michigan today, so yeah. So the big deck basically runs three Fatal Push, three Grasp, one Kefnet, two Supreme Will, four Disallows. I was running more Supreme Wills. Problem is they're really not as good late game. Yeah, you can use them as a draw spell, but at the end of the day, that's all they become. And I really wanted to run four Disallows, and just didn't really have room for more Supreme Wills. So this is currently what I'm going with. Three Oath. I only run the four Planeswalkers, so Oath of Liliana is not that great, but it's not bad. Really, these should probably be either To the Slaughters or Never Returns. I'm really unsure. It was something I was testing, but let's actually jump these here and let's run these. So we're going to switch it out for To the Slaughters in the main for testing purposes. Three Anguish that I'm making. Not high on this card. Losing three life tends to hurt sometimes, but the deck really needed something to deal with permanents that stick. Uh, Indestructible, uh, certain enchantments, certain artifacts, things of that nature. Just kind of needed an all around catch all to get rid of anything in particular. Um, I was running Never Returns in place of them, but the problem was Never Returns doesn't hit some of these other things that I mentioned. Runs four Glimmers. Yes, without Gearhulk, Glimmer is not as good, but it's still. I've tried several different draw spells in here. I've tried running. Oh, what's it called? Da, 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 da. Let's get everything in here that's not standard. Let's start there. Painful Truths. The problem again, the loss of life hurts. The scry is really good. I don't use the energy for anything, so it doesn't really matter as far as that goes. Um, and I really wish they were something else, but Pull from Tomorrow is probably the next best one, and it's just so expensive. Um, think back to Sphinx's Revelation without the life gain. So it's got a little bit of a draw side, but it does draw you a lot of cards. There is one Pull from Tomorrow in here. I was thinking about putting one on the side, but again, it's expensive. It's hard to find a spot to make it good. But it is nice to have one for late game when you just need to really refill your hand. If I can get Sorin and Jace online with Kefnet on the board, yeah, that's a great. The odds are I'm not going to have all that at one time. So I needed the Glimmers to help refill the hand. Supreme Will's great. I tried running some Anticipates in the deck. While they were fantastic early game, they did all they did is replace themselves. It's just like a cycle card, except you get to pick what you get. So it's just not that great. So Glimmer's just the best of bad options. Runs 2 Fumigate, 2 Jace, 1 Metallurgic Summoning. Not sure on this card, haven't played with it too much. Seems like it could be good, especially to kind of help take over late game, but just kind of testing it. Like I said, this is a test deck. Just seeing how things are, just trying to put together something. 2 Sorens and pull from tomorrow. Cyborg's the third Fumigate. Sphinx of the Final Word, which is a great card in the control mirror. 2 negates, 2 jaces, 3 dispels, another to the slaughter, the never returns, and the oaths. I like the oaths because, again, just like Anguish, they can hit creatures that are hard to kill, especially hexproof creatures, which I can't touch. It's another sack outlet, like to the slaughter. And on top of that, like, if I do drop it early, get rid of something. When I do drop my Jace, do drop Sorin, it does create tokens. Um, Not the greatest way to do it, but it's not bad. I was testing this deck a little earlier. Let's see. Oops, that's game history. Date time today. Whoops, that's 7 days. What's today? Ba-da. 101. I don't know what those are. Let's see. Was this the match? Yeah, this is the one. Bang, there's 37 guys. This deck here, it's the one that plays the artifact, gains a bunch of life, sack 50 life, kill your opponent. Yeah, you can see how that one went for him. Did kind of wreck them. Was struggling a little bit. But, so we're going to give it a try. Made some changes since I was struggling. We'll see how things go. Alright, yes, we want to be on the play. 3 lands, no blue sources. Eek. I don't like giving up a hand with 3 lands in it. But without a single blue source, most of the cards requiring blue, the only thing I can cast costs 6. Odds are we'll get the blue sources, I just don't know if they're in time. We also don't have any early action, which makes this very difficult. This is worse, but we can keep this. We can bottom that. Start with a Shambling Vent, and then yield until end of turn. Fade again. Something I notice a lot of people don't do. If you can't do anything, like if you're on the draw, just fast forward through their turn. If you play your land and you can't do anything, fast forward through their turn. Speeds up the game, saves you a bunch of time, and can really end up saving that clock in the end. Let's just get Cabinet out there so we can use it if they don't do anything to draw. Again, like I said, I can't do anything, so I just yield till the end of their turn. There's no sense in having it ask me to do anything, because I can't. Target player discards 2 cards. You suck. Um. Okay, so let's get rid of. Four. Let's get rid of that one and that one. I kept the Sunken Hollow because I do need a second blue source. I know it comes into play tapped, but there's not a lot I can do about that. I couldn't give up my only other blue source. Until turn.